Well, I hate to keep the bad news at the tip of our tongue here, but Kevin Greene was the guy who entertained a lot of us, whether you were a football fan, from Auburn, or maybe you were a Panther fan or a Steeler fan. He accomplished so much. I mean, he went in the NFL Hall of Fame in 2016, but I think most of the folks listening to this probably remember his WCW run from 96 and 97. They put him in some pretty high profile situations. Did you ever have any interaction with Kevin Greene?
Casually, Conrad. He and I never worked in the same company at the same time that I recall anyway. But I have met Kevin on occasion. I'm trying to think where it was. Maybe during a Panthers Falcons game when I was broadcasting Falcon football. We had a lot of mutual friends, obviously. I know he was a legit big fan of wrestling. He didn't, unabashedly so. You get so many guys that you tell you, they always have to have their disclaimers. Man, I was a big fan when I was a kid.
Right.
Or, man, you can't believe the hours I used to watch wrestling. And I haven't watched it in years. Then they catch you up to date on all the current storylines.
Right.
It's amazing how many people don't want to divulge or to proclaim that they're a pro wrestling fan because it might make them look bad. And I think Kevin was the 180 from that. He didn't give a shit. He was a fan, unabashedly so. Proud to say he was. So that always made points with me. It's kind of like Shaq.
Right.
And the AEW thing that's ongoing. It continues to evolve. I admire a guy that has everything, has been an MVP in the league, an MVP of the championship series, rings after rings, Hall of Fame level guy in basketball, who would probably just as soon talk about wrestling as hoops.
Right.
Let's just getting paid on the TNT show. So Kevin was a real cool guy, very intense. I think that's what compensated for his, he didn't have the most overpowering body size, big guy, always in great shape, but his heart and his passion is what drove him.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he was such an amazing Hall of Fame level player. And so, our thoughts were out with him. As we record this, we still don't know the cause of death. Haven't heard. Don't want to speculate because I don't have any idea. But he was a good dude. And again, you think about this. And this is how I look at some of these things. Someone passing away this week, Christmas week, it's hard to not remember Christmas week with that moment involved in it.
Right.
Going forward. So I'm very sad about that. And, anytime anybody has an untimely death, you're concerned about it, especially this week, because now Christmas is married to that tragedy, and it's certainly, that's regrettable. So yeah, Kevin was, and look, he got really decent in the ring.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that because he worked hard at it. And again, he was willing to give himself up for it and work to be good. So for wrestling fans that are not familiar with him, I try to take a minute to familiarize yourself with him and get some of his work in WCW. You'll be surprised at a guy that had no experience, green as grass, how good he got. And so condolences to his family and his friends as well. I know I saw a nice post on Twitter from Nate. Him and Nate, they were made for each other.
Oh yeah.
Gregarious, bigger than life, and so I saw a couple of nice posts from Nate about that. And I felt for him because, us older guys, man, we see our peers passing away around us, especially those peers that are younger. It's sobering to say the least. So anyway, I hope Kevin's family has a good Christmas, and he'll be missed, no doubt about it. Good dude. He really was a good guy, and that means a lot to me in my world.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much.
Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.